A lot of people can't perceive what's going on in this room. They need condition, they need reason. Some of them are so fucking sensitive without a spine and a soul. They need to be talked to in this type of language because they lose their identity in the sound because they identify with it. I think I'm being mean. I'm not. I'm talking about some real shit. Different worlds. One lacks a knowing. One lacks a soul. One needs to go on a hero journey, a soul retrieval, and get his soul. Sit on his throne, know themselves. That's not. When you start acting like what the fuck I just said is little, is you become a bitter bitch. You become like a lot of these witches and warlocks. That's not a little thing because this next octave celestial realm. Well, you know what? Fuck talking about it. Yeah, now I'm gonna get crazy, bro. Fuck talking about it. A lot of us been blowing the golden trumpet for a while. You need the suit. You need the suit. On the other side of that, when you do have the suit, that's not where you stop and party and you climax. No, you start creating a better world. You start to learn to articulate yourself. You start learning how to really commune, how to be of service. See, a lot of us know how to cut people off, how to get away from toxicity. Now a lot of us learn to create from nothing, create from stillness. That created a knowing where you don't need things to create. You are the life force itself. You are the spirit that you are non-local. This is a whole consciousness shift. One's a lost soul, one's walking in a full-ass empress energy. Like, what just happened? He changed. He went from a lost boy to now he's running the underworld. Who the fuck is this dude? How the fuck dare you be the most slow and the most high? People have to testify on your behalf because you are the blueprint. Son of a bitch. You have every right to stand in your radiance and just be yourself. You are the most loved and hated motherfucker there is. That's what happens when you're the standard. That's what happens when people see that you know better. They look at you. I'm serious. You carry an ignition. You carry a spark. You carry a spark. You know what that means? How do you want to explain it, bro? You gotta know what that fucking means, dude. Things expand and grow around you. They get brighter. Damn. More alive. Vibrant. Beautiful. People can breathe deeper. Soul throb, come alive. They feel different. I promise you. You want to keep acting like you're not a real life influencer? You're a betrayer. You want to act like this is little? There's something fucked up and wrong with you. For too long, a lot of us angelics felt like shit when we really have a good heart. But now your heart has hands. You can articulate yourself. You know why I'm a badass warrior and a guardian? Because I'm sensitive. I'm a mama's boy and I'm a baby. That's what it is. I'm a lover. I'm here because I love. And I'm talking about kind of love where I had to sit with myself and figure out what the fuck's going on. Now I gotta learn to communicate it in my knowing. That can only be learned through going through shit. I didn't find that from a book. You had to learn to go through a time and space continuum on your own. Some of us over and over and over and over and over. Although that's called developing. So it's solidified. So you became coherent. You stopped going in circles. You came home, center, and you started saying, whoa, we started building. You got an embryo, you got soul, you got substance, you got something to stand on when the world is shaking, Shakira. You're building a higher architect in the worlds that have not been seen. Not this lifetime. You carry ancient and future, if that makes sense. And we're here to bring it now. We're here to bring it into the now. I don't know why we're talking about this, but you gotta be able to hold coherence during this time. A lot of you already are. But I'm just saying you gotta be okay with not being stimulated so much. A lot of you are, but let me cook. You do need to be consistent. Consistency is everything. This is not a room that will reward any type of reaction. This is a room that stabilizes when people stay. And if you arrive late, nothing will be missed. If you arrive early, nothing was gained. You are the alchemist. Do you know what that means? You have the real Solomon temple, the real source intelligence. You gotta learn to tap back in it. This is technology. This has its own, your body speaks a different language than your fucking mind, bro. I had to learn intellect. A lot of stuff was kept from us. I had to learn, life was our teacher. We were like Ronin starseeds. I had to learn through fucking reflections. Damn, Matt, I'm talking reflections. You know why I don't do certain things? Because know the outcome. It was reflected back, bro. I know. You think I'm kidding? You carry that code in your codex, overcomer. You carry that as an overlord. When you have higher non-local fucking people watching you, hold coherence, Dorothy. You hold your own universe. You want keys, right? It's not personal. Oversouls are not gonna listen to your feelings because you're lost in creation. You're lost in the personification. You're lost in experience. You don't know who you are. So that means you just gotta develop. But oversouls, when they're around, they care about residence. They care about the space they're in. If I'm coming over, I don't care if we just, whatever we're doing, but I'm not gonna lower my energy or lower my radiance or dilute my own source signal for your comfortability. Now that's demonic. But if I love you, I'm gonna show up in my wholeness. I'm gonna devote time, heal myself, be my best version. I'm gonna learn to articulate because at the end of the day, beyond my words, we all have a right to be sovereign. You have a right to live. That's it. Just hold space. We're going through a passage. I'm a fucking guardian keeper, dude. That doesn't mean I know how to speak a certain way. I had to learn late in life. Damn, bro. But I got a heart. I'm gonna show through my devotion. I'm gonna show by showing the fuck up. I just don't care anymore, bro. It's not even that deep. You are literally an electric magnetic being. Where you're entering is not for intellect. Lucifer, this is not for lessons, but this is an activation. 44 in this room. A lot of the information is more etheric in substance. You're better off closing your eyes. You're better off putting your phone down. Feeling the subtle field. Feel that. Allow yourself to feel. Tap in. You are being recognized. You're being recognized because of your beautiful coherence, your stability. That wasn't easy. That wasn't given by man and it can't be taken by man. You have leveled up. You're going where no man has gone before. You've already been proven under pressure. Some of us were waiting for pressure. We're used to pressure, but right now we're in, I don't want to call it the void, but we're in stillness. Stillness isn't absent. Stillness isn't stagnation. You're about to be launched, motherfucker, on a whole new rhythm. Where it's real time all the time. It's vacation every day. It's orgasmic, etheric, regularly. Okay? Faster. You can be walking orgasm. You can be able to hold